In the previous videos, I showed you trigonometry. Trigonometry is really when you have a right angled triangle and you're given an angle. So trigonometry normally involves an angle. So when you're given an angle and one other length, you can work out this length or you can work out this length here. But it always involves an angle. So if and sometimes you're given two lengths, like this could be 7 centimeters, this could be 9 centimeters, and then you have to work in reverse to find out the angle. So trigonometry always involves the angle here. Either you're given the angle, and then you have to work out the length here or here or whatever, but it always involves an angle. Well, now we're going to move on to onto Pythagoras. With Pythagoras, again, it has to be a right angled triangle, otherwise it won't work. Well, with Pythagoras, it's saying that, well, if you get the hypotenuse and then you square it, that equals b here. This is b here. B squared plus c here, c squared. Okay, this is his theory, Pythagoras. So here, if you look at this here, a squared, if this length here is a, well, a squared, if this length here is a, then this must also be a. So when you square it, it actually forms a square. Okay, so this area here is a squared. What this theory is saying is that if this area here is equal to this area here plus this area here. Well, remember, if this is C and this is also C, if you imagine this is also C here, if you get C times C, you're really getting a square. Okay, what it's saying is that the bigger square equals this square here plus this square here. Okay, so by just knowing this, you can work out lots of different things. For example, okay, let's look at this one here. Pythagoras' theorem is well, x. You're trying to work out x. X squared equals. Remember, it's always the hypotenuse, always the longer side. That's on its own. Now, x squared equals. Well, hang on. Remember his theorem saying a squared equals b squared plus c squared. Now, in our case here, it's x. Okay, the hypotenuse is x. It's what we want to work out. So x squared equals 6 squared. Remember, it's this square here. So it's this times 6 again, times by itself. So this area here is 6 squared, and then plus this square down here, which is well, 9 plus 9 squared. Now you're trying to work out x. So really, you've got a bubble here and a bubble here. So, well, this one becomes 36. This one here becomes 81. Now, add the two together, it comes to 117. Okay, so x, on this side is still x squared. So what you do now, you square root both sides. So this would be this, square root 117. So now you jump to a calculator and work out the square root of 117. Hang on, and then you square root it. It becomes 10.82. So equals 10.82. Okay. So this length here must be 10.82 centimeters, because we are working centimeters. If it's meters, then this would be meters. If we work in elephant trunks, then this must be 10.82 elephant trunks. Okay. Well, anyway, start with something like this. You've got, if you square the hypotenuse, the longest length, that equals the square of the other length, and the square of the other length. Well, let me give you another example. Now, this one is okay. Well, anyway, always start with the hypotenuse. So 8 squared equals this now 3 squared plus now x is on the right hand side now, because we well, just remember that the hypotenuse here, the longest side, has to be on its own. You can see that here, it's on its own. Well, anyway, this one here will be 9. Okay, 9, and this one here will be 64. Okay, and x squared here. Now take away 9 from both sides, so this will be 55. This equals x squared. So when you're here, inside your mind, take away 9 from both sides. Okay, so you will get to this. Now square root both sides, so it will be this equals x. Okay, now jump to a calculator. So square root 55, 7.42. So hang on. So equals 7.42. So x equals that. So this length here must be 7.42 centimeters. Okay. In the next video, I'll give you some more examples.